And out comes the student at the other end with a piece of paper called degree. That's not all. At the end of it, when you enter into the world, you have to show your skills, your mental acumen, your inner metal. That's what is required. And that is never given by a degree. That is given by your own processing. If you can ignite your processing by whatever method, by talking to people, by reading books, by contemplating, by meditating, if you are able to do that, I think your journey has begun. So therefore, pay attention to your mind. Pay attention to the focus that the mind can generate and take you beyond yourself. We are sitting in a hall where there is Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Paramahansa and Mataji. So you can see they represent essentially the culmination of human thinking, human soul. That is a level of training that you all have to go into. On everyday basis, you spend some time quietly, 5-10 minutes, just quietly with yourself. Don't do anything. Just talk to your mind. Just meditate. Just explore yourself internally. You will realize that you are a source of lot of energy. And lot of things become clear to you. None of these are mentioned in the books. This is the exercise all of you have to do, all my young students, young friends. And it is this process that gives you an inner awakening. Swami Vivekananda says, arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. Once you awake, all IAS degrees, all IPS degrees, all IITs, IIMs will be at your feet. Because that is the strength you have to generate. And that is the process that you can do yourself. It's a do-it-yourself exercise. I am sure Raghavendra ji will agree with me. Finally, the success is do-it-yourself exercise. All of us can show you the direction. But finally, you have to go there. You have to go with your efforts. Efforts which are from within. Now, I do not want to sound like too much of a preacher. I am not a preacher. I am only a person who can tell my own experiences. And my own experience indicates that if you focus on a goal with a total internal dedication, with a total internal commitment, nothing will come in the way. Your life is your crosstalk between yourself and your God. Keep it that way. It's your own crosstalk. You are talking to yourself through your actions to the God. And then it becomes a beautiful process. All kinds of impediments, difficulties, barriers, all these things will vanish. So this is about what I wanted to tell you about the inner journey. That is one part. Now there is outer journey. You can see there is a beautiful, beautiful world around us. There are good things, there are bad things. There is a lot of violence, there is a lot of peace, there is a lot of construction, there is a lot of destruction, all kinds of things keep happening surrounding us. One must understand this using the method of science and technology. This is the only way you can understand the natural world, the world around you. Method of science, method of technology is a very powerful one. How do you do this? You do this by acquiring knowledge. You do this by attending classes where interesting lectures are given. You do this by online classes, you do this by in-presence classes, you do this by reading, thinking, discussing, contemplating. Chintan, Manan. Very important. So when you do all these things, you will understand this natural world around us is not only complex but also very beautiful. And natural world, although it looks very complex, is comprehensible to human mind. It is possible to understand the natural world. It can be biology, it can be chemistry, it can be physics, it can be engineering, it can be electronics, it can be data science, it can be artificial intelligence, it can be cosmology, it can be quantum mechanics. It can be anything, any field of human activity. It can be literature, it can be painting, it can be music, dance, archaeology, geology. All kinds of activities are there, all kinds of areas are there, fascinating areas are there. Whatever area interests you, go deeply into it, dive deeply into it. You pick and choose an area and go deeply into it. You reach the frontiers of that knowledge by studying, interacting, discussing, attending classes, and paying attention to the details. Be interactive in the class. Do not simply sit and listen to the lectures. Ask questions. Ask questions to yourself, ask questions to others. The moment you stop asking questions, you are dead and gone in this world. It is very important that you should keep asking questions. You should be very, very curious about many, many things in this world. The world is becoming not only complex, but also very challenging. And unless we acquire a complete understanding of the area that you are gone into, it can be IAS, it can be IPS, it can be IIT, IIM, or ISER, any area that you choose. Be the best that you can be. Do not be the second best, be the best. Try for it. You may fail, but keep trying. You may fail second time, keep trying. Ultimately you will reach. Nature is such that if you keep persisting with it, nature will yield to you. That's the nature of the nature. I'm sure Raghavendra also will tell you, the nature of the nature is to yield to you if you keep persisting with it. Therefore, your passion, your yajna has to be pure and clean. You go after it with total dedication. Now, I want to tell you one important message here. All of you are sitting here. Each of you is unique. Each person sitting here is unique. There is nobody like you in this universe. You are a unique happening. I am unique, you are unique, everybody else is unique. There is nobody looking like you, there is nobody thinking like you, there is nobody behaving like you. So that means you are a very, very unique happening in this universe. Probably nobody came like you in the past, and nobody will come in the future like you. Why is that all of us are unique happenings? Why is that there is nobody like me or nobody like you? Why did the nature choose like this? This is a beautiful question. Why did the Creator make me so unique that there is nobody similar to me, neither in the past nor in the future? The pattern of uniqueness is you are unique and you are here with a goal, a unique goal. That can be the only person. That is why you are uniquely designed. The purpose of a mobile is to communicate. My mobile is very similar to his mobile, similar to her mobile. Communication. This is the only purpose. Therefore, it's all similar. All mobiles look similar. But your purpose is very different from my purpose. How do I know that? This is what you have to discover in life. What is the purpose you have come with? Everything around you, everything in you will guide you towards that purpose. You have to be ready for it. Whatever I am telling is not mentioned in the books. Nobody will tell you this. Nobody will tell you you are unique. Very rarely parents feel that their children are unique these days, unfortunately. Each child is so different. So therefore, as individual entities, we must probe within ourselves and discover what is the purpose that we have come with. Having discovered that, you contribute to the system. You contribute to yourself, your own growth, you contribute to your community. For example, Hausa Kshatriya community. You contribute to your society. You contribute to your country. And then you end up contributing